Hello there, and welcome. We are the Powerful Thought Guys, and today we will be discussing our top 10 moments from the Rise of Skywalker. I hope you enjoy. Number 10. Ben heals Rey. Ben healing Rey is such a beautiful moment in the film, but it comes at the cost of a world where Ben can live and repent for his sins. And we don't get to see him have a second chance at life, which is sad. But I do love this moment, though, because we see two people who have struggled with loneliness and their expectations and burdens of their place in the world finally come together and share such a beautiful moment. Ben finally doing the right thing and seeing him smile and be genuinely happy for the first time is an amazing moment in the film and something we will cherish forever.
Number 9. Luke lifting the X-Wing. This is a powerful moment for Luke's arc throughout all the movies that he's been in. Finally seeing the culmination of the training he started back on Dagobah with his master Yoda. It even being in the same condition as it was back on Dagobah, submerged in water, seemingly impossible to lift up to anyone.
Number 8. Rey ignites her yellow saber. Rey igniting her yellow saber is such a wonderful moment because after her journey of trying to find her place in the world, she finally reaches a point in the story where she finally comes into her own. She's rejected her family name and chosen her own, while also literally, moments before, bearing the past and forging a new way forward. The new lightsaber, seemingly made of her staff, signifies the end of a journey, but also the beginning of a new one. It is also something that we've wanted for her character for a long time. Something to call her own. Something not tied to any other character, while also being a very non-traditional lightsaber color for Jedi. Rey has finally found her place in the world.
Number 7. The Rebel fleet arrives. The moment when the new Rebel fleet pops up mere seconds before defeat at the Battle of Exegol, almost ending in the exact same way as the Battle of Crate, is a great moment, seeing that the spark of rebellion has been relit within a galaxy that had all but given up against the evil First Order. And beyond that, the sheer size of the armada following the Falcon is nothing short of amazing, even complete with seeing familiar faces such as the Ghost from Rebels and Wedge Antilles sitting in the Falcon. But to me, the best part of it all is hearing the main Star Wars theme play as it all happens.
Number 6. Chewbacca's reaction. The one moment in this film that gets us every time is Chewie's reaction to Leia's death. At this point, he has lost his old family. Everyone he had been with for years, now just gone. It is a truly heartbreaking moment for him. From him falling to his knees, and the way he pushes Poe away from him as he tries to console him, is truly devastating. Chewie is the heart of this franchise, and to see him like this is tough. This also, though, makes that moment when he finally receives one of his old friend's medals so much sweeter.
Number 5. Rey and Kylo on Endor. Rey versus Kylo on Endor is the second best duel they have together, but the moments shared between them both during and after the fight are nothing short of great. A moment that stuck out to us from the fight itself is when Rey leaps over the impending wave, but Kylo just walks right through it. Then Leia's sacrifice to finally reach her son, and Rey's pure dark impulse to kill her enemy are both all around amazing. The conversation following the duel is another fantastic moment in this scene. And Kylo Scar vanishing as Rey heals him, signaling the first steps of his transition back to Ben.
Number 4. Kylo and Rey Force Skype fight. The introduction of this new power of Force Skype is one of the best things about the new trilogy. The way it culminates in that moment with the fight between Kylo and Rey is amazing. These powers being used between the last two movies to connect these two characters more closely on screen than we have ever seen in a Star Wars movie before is handled excellently. The many scenes they share together throughout the film develop this deep bond through their dyad in the Force, all culminating in a bond so powerful that it transcends their physical connections and even the laws of space, bending reality in such a way that the two can even duel from completely different locations. From the food spilling into Kylo's room from the street, to Vader's mask crashing down in front of him. Kylo also using that information to finally pin down just who Rey is a genius move and a great evolution of that power. Also, the fight just kicks ass.
Number 3. Be with me. Rey's calls to the Jedi of old finally being answered is one of the best moments in this movie. The sheer number of former Jedi that can be heard is amazing. People such as Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Luminara, Kanan, former Jedi Ahsoka Tano, and even the Chosen One himself. All the spirits of the past, even some that we believed weren't capable of retaining their identity after death, are now channeling their faith through their final heir and last hope for the Jedi. This itself is really the moment when Rey truly becomes a full-fledged Jedi, avenging them all and destroying the last vessel of the Sith, at long last. 1,000 generations of Jedi live in her now.
Number 2. Ben and Rey coming together. This is simply the biggest oh shit moment of the film. Seeing Ben Solo for the first time coming to help Rey, the way they are looking at each other through the Force connection, not knowing how Ben is going to get to her in time, being concerned of whether or not Rey is going to take Palpy's bait and strike him down. Then we see her put the lightsaber behind her, not knowing what's going to happen. Where did the saber go? Ben has it. It's set up greatly throughout the film and pays off in such an amazing way. Ben's shoulder shrug to the newer, faster way of fighting, resembling his mentor Luke's style, really makes this a memorable scene. Then him showing up to be there with Rey to confront Palpatine is by far one of the highlights of this movie.
And number 1, Ben and Han. The moment shared between Ben and Han is hands down the greatest moment of this movie. It perfectly mimics their first interaction of the saga in The Force Awakens, but in a completely new light. The dialogue between the son and the idea of his father is stellar, none more so than when Kylo chokes up trying to apologize to Han, and Han simply reacts by saying, "I know." This is the moment that truly sells Ben returning to the light, with Adam Driver acting his heart out. It fully realizes the plot that had been going since the beginning, with his transition being completed when he throws the corrupted saber back into the ocean, denouncing the identity of Kylo Ren, becoming the man that he was always meant to be. And that has been our top 10 moments for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. We have been the Powerful Thigh Guys. Make sure you check out our podcast, The Holocron Cast, linked down below. Do you think Babu Freak was underrepresented in our list? Make sure you give us your own top 10 list of the top 10 best moments down in the comments below. Make sure to like, favorite, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, do all that good stuff. And you know what? Thank you for watching.